Alright, let's see what we can do in today's video with Lucario&Melmetal featuring Scizor GX. Taking a closer look at my opening hand, at least I have 2 copies of Cherish Ball, so that means only one thing. I can search my deck for the Dean, and I can use that ability to discard my hand, draw a fresh hand with 6 new cards, and hopefully find myself support or maybe even a switch, and who knows what else. There is a Skateboard and Jirachi on the other side of the field, as well as Viridian Forest, so that's good because I can use Viridian Forest for Metal Energy, discard that Metal Energy from my hand, search the deck for another copy of Metal Energy, and at the end attach that energy onto my Lucario and Melmetal. So there is a mysterious treasure. Let's see how far can Melamar and Giratina go against Resistance, and also that Full Metal Ball GX and Metal Fry Pan. I think that's gonna be pretty much a nightmare for my opponent. Probably it will be a nightmare. Alright. I can go with 1 energy attachment. I can go with a Cherish Ball. Should I grab that Scizor? Let me just go for the Dean GX right now, and then I will go with 1 quick ball play into the... Yeah, let's go into Scyther for now. I actually didn't want to do that. I should rather grab Jirachi, put it on the bench with a Skateboard, and then just... Yeah, okay. And then also have Scizor plus Jirachi plus technically Custom Catcher as well as the Dean. I don't know. Never mind. Ooh, that's interesting. Solgaleo and Lunala GX with Light of the Protector GX for 200 if you play Lily's Full Force. From your hand during this turn, you can prevent all effects of attacks, including damage done to each of your Pokemon during your opponent next turn, which is really broken GX attack for only 3 Psychic energies, actually for 2 Psychics and 1 Colress energies, meaning that this card can also be used in, let's say, Mewtwo GX Tag Team box. So there's a Quick Ball. Obviously for another Inkay, my opponent still didn't use his Stellar Wish ability, meaning that he can also use that ability as well. And oh, okay, so luckily I managed to use my GX at the turn 1 because there might be clear vision from my opponent's side of the field, but right now that's just too late. It is too late. I managed to reduce the damage already, so I'm pretty happy with that outcome. Speaking about that, what if I just skip that Dean play, and what if I just go with energy attachment, Custom Catcher play for another Dean? You have to be kidding me right now. And the research, no sign of the switch. So I was like, let's try to go with a YOLO play. We might get ourselves a switch here and there, but unfortunately it didn't happen. And I was like, well, if I can find myself a switch and potentially a Metal Saucer, I might be able to knock that Jirachi out. So still it's possible, but looks like it's just not gonna happen. Alright, since it's not gonna happen, I can only pass the turn without even being able to use Steel Fist, but hey, it's okay, right? Yeah, unfortunately that didn't happen, so I was like, let's try to do it, YOLO play, right? If I played the Dean, obviously I wouldn't get a draw support, so pretty much would be the same thing. So I guess I can say it's okay. Another Acrobike. Can my opponent start attacking with Attack Purge? Attack Purging me for only like 60, which is okay for me. I mean, 60, that's just far away from, 120. It's just half of the damage. And technically, he needs to swing 5 times in order to hit Lucario and Melmetal for the knockout. And meanwhile, I can even use my Mellow and Lana and heal 120. So that's also something that needs to be considered as well. On the other side of the field, I see Giratina and Distortion Door actually gonna happen. Maybe he decide to place damage on Jirachi, damage on Scizor. Maybe he just consider going on, yeah, as expected, on Scythers, but trying to knock the Jirachi out would be much more important. So far I used 2 custom catchers. I still have like a single copy of my Great Catcher left. So with the Great Catcher I can still deal some damage. And there's a spell tag as well. Alright, so those spell tags are gonna be important. We are going to see a Psychic Recharge, or maybe even 2 Psychic Recharge, but I assume that he don't have so many energies and he really wants to swing with the Latias Attack Purge just for 70. Alright, Metal Saucer top deck. That is actually good top deck. I can't attack Latias, but what I can do is use Still Fist and attach energy onto my Lucario so I can pay the retreat cost and swing with the Scizor. Tag Purge only prevents tag team Pokemons from dealing damage to Latias. However, I can still attack with my Scizor GX. Unfortunately, only with the Steel Wing because I already used Full Metal Wall and I can't use Crosscut GX. But Crosscut GX wouldn't be effective anyways because Latias is just a basic Pokemon. And again, damage should also be reduced by 50 onto my Scizor. And up to 80 if I can find myself a Fry Pen. Alright. 3 copies of Melamar is all you really want to have. This is a dream come true for any Melamar player. Alright, there's a quick ball. Yeah, nothing too much can be done with that quick ball. Just another tag purge going to happen, and 1 recharge for that Giratina on the bench. However, getting a Mellow and Lana as a top deck wouldn't be that good because I won't be able to pay the heal cost with discarding 2 energies, of course. Getting another Lucario&Melmetal is even worse. So let's just start applying some pressure, shall we? 4 energies, Giratina can swing for 130. I think I should probably consider going with... I have like 3 Metal Saucers. I think it's safe to go with another energy of the Lucario&Melmetal. Sooner or later it will be effective to attack with it. I only forget about those... Okay, yeah, I only forget about those tag calls. Probably my opponent wonder why I decided to attach energy on Lucario&Melmetal. The only reason is once I knock the Latias out, I can simply clear every single Giratina with my Lucario&Melmetal Heavy Impact. I just need to heal the damage off from it, and my opponent is moving down to only 6 cards, and there's the Giratina that will try to hit here with Shadow Impact. Just for 80. I desperately need supporter, maybe even a switch, so I can try to use Stellar Wish and find something useful. Shadow Impact for 50. How for 50? Did I miss something out? He's hitting me for like 130, minus 50. Wait a second. Minus 30 and minus 20 is like minus 50. Oh, I used Still Wing. Okay, my bad, friends. My bad. Alright, let's try to find another energy. And let's go with another energy attachment. Custom catcher play. What a nice top deck. Mallow and Lana. That's an interesting top deck. Really it is. I'm gonna wait for like one more turn before I use it. I really want to just, disrupt my opponent as much as I can before I use it. And then I will just go with... Okay, right now is a perfect time to use it. So 4 damage obviously on Giratina should go. And my top deck is another custom catcher. At this moment, I'm not gonna need that card anyways. So let's just grab another energy. Let's go with energy attachment this time on the Scizor. Let's also use Mellow and Lana onto Jirachi. There we go. Scizor fully restored. And Fry Pan is the way to go. Alright, once I put the Fry Pan in play, I think my opponent probably will consider conceding this match. But who knows? Still win one more time. And right now I'm reducing the damage to Scizor for 60, 90, 110. This is a pure nightmare for Giratina deck. Minus 110. So you can technically hit for 20 with Shadow Impact or for 10 with the Tech Purge. I mean, it is just absolutely ridiculous how strong this attack really is. Knowing that my opponent only have 4 cards left, 6 prize cards remaining, he can try to snipe my bench with a Shadow Dwee. Alright. I actually didn't see this coming. I didn't even know that he played this card in his deck. But this card actually fits perfect in Malamar deck. And right now I will actually lose Lucario and also 3 prize cards. And knowing the fact that I won't be able to knock the Chatot out. Actually, that's not Chatot, that's the Cramorant Dwee. Okay, so all suddenly my opponent is going down to 3 prize cards. Very clever. Very, very clever. I wish there was a switch Mellow and Lana play for that Lucario, but unfortunately it wasn't. Luckily I don't have any copy of the Dean GX on the bench, because this card would be just complete disaster in that case. Well, what I can do, I can use Metal Saucer, attach one of the energies, and basically still wing for another 80. 80 is just not the damage that you feel comfortable with it, but then again, knowing that you're reducing the damage so much feels good. So there's a switch. And what my opponent can try to do, he can try to somehow power Cramorant in order to knock my Jirachis on the bench, and he might be even able to win this game simply because of the fact that he will be in the position to snipe my bench until I manage to somehow knock the Cramorant out. I already waste all of my resources, speaking about... and another spell tag. So spell tag should finish the job properly here as well. And I don't have another Mellow and Lana, so he might just consider going for Jirachi or Scizor. Probably Scizor is a much better option. Wish I have. I mean, he have only 1 card left, so with that 1 card he might just deck himself out. And he just decided to knock Jirachi out. Knowing that he can knock him out with the spell tag, he decided just to pull the knockout. Okay, I don't know what else he can do, but for one thing is for sure, I'm just gonna keep going with the Steel Wing. And right now he somehow needs to pull 2 prize card knockout, which is impossible. Or somehow he needs to recycle the energy, the cards from the hand back into the deck, which is possible with the Marnie, obviously, or Ordinary Rod, for example. So yeah, he can even put back, alright, Solgaleo and Lunala GX, and then swing for 200 with it and prevent himself from losing the game. Alright. So, unfortunately, if he can't retreat this turn, I'm gonna grab 2 prize cards, but he have the Radiant Forest for that energy attachment, but still without switch. He won't be able to do too much damage. Yeah. He decided to draw 2 cards rather than that. Okay, I have another Fry Pan. And I'm considering attaching my Fry Pan maybe onto Jirachi. Minus 20. Minus 50. So let's go with Fry Pan on Jirachi. Yeah, Fry Pan on Jirachi, and Steel Wing. Yeah, that's all I can do. I mean, Fry Pan can maybe save Jirachi from being knocked out. Who knows? And there's Chaotic Swell. So I actually needed Marnie instead of Mellow instead of the because right now Solgaleo can use that Light of Protection GX, but my opponent needs a little full force. I'm not quite sure if he had one in his hand. Still, he can use Cosmic Burn. Unfortunately, with the Cosmic Burn, he won't be able to one-hit knock off Scizor GX. Not even close. Not even with the Light of the Protector GX. But he only have... He also have no cards remaining, so without card, he somehow needs to find a way to recycle cards back. Either way, he needs to play another Ordinary Road or maybe throw a Marnie or something like that, and he decided to put the Latias in the active position. So maybe he just first want to use Tag Purge and then finish the game with his Light of Protector GX. But knowing right now that he decided to play Cynthia, I might even consider putting Chaotic Swell in play, retreating Scizor, hitting with another one, and there's a Great Catcher. Alright, so luckily he decided to use Great Catcher right now, because he might not have another Great Catcher for the following turn, and that might be a big deal for me. So 70. Marnie, I can Marnie my opponent, but I'm rather gonna Chaotic Swell him. I'm looking forward to just retreat, use that Metal Saucer, attach the energy onto my Scizor, and yeah, I mean, unfortunately I don't have Mellow in my deck, it's prized. But I have like Great Catcher left, so maybe I can pull the Great Catcher, let's see. Okay, still no sign of the Great Catcher. You gotta be kidding me. I still didn't attach energy, but that doesn't matter too much. I have so many switch cards remaining that I can try to maybe find a Great Catcher. There we go. So right now with the Great Catcher, I can apply a pressure on Solgaleo, but not sure if that is a smart option. I also have 4 cards remaining, and right now I actually put myself in the position to basically lose this game, because I will have probably less cards left than my opponent, and I waste all of my Great Catchers. So I might even lose this game. Who knows? Lul is full force. Right now he can swing. He can protect himself for the following turn. And at the end, looks like I'm going to lose this game. So, yeah. 90. He needs a great catcher. He actually drew himself some cards. What does the list say? At the end of your turn, if you have 3 or more cards in your hand, shuffle cards from your hand in your deck until you have 2 cards in your hand. Yeah, so that actually prevents you from decking out yourself. I have like 1 more Marnie left, so technically with the Marnie, he's hitting for like 230. And that is just like Stellar Wish, Metal Saucer, Marnie, and a Quick Ball. Just a Steel Wing, but it doesn't matter too much. At the end, my opponent taking the victory here with that Solgaleo and Lunala GX. So I somehow, at the end, managed to lose the game. I didn't need to go with... I mean, the only reason why I lost it is obviously because I didn't have a second Metal and Lana, so I couldn't heal the damage off. And that Cramorant actually was a big deal. The biggest problem for Scizor is the damage output. He decided not to attack, and he just decided to concede the game. Why? If he hits for 30, what would happen? If he hits for 230, the damage would be reduced. I was like 70 HP. The damage would be reduced for 30, 60, 80, 110. So he would hit me for like 120 and still wouldn't be enough for the knockout. That's for sure. But I also won't be able to knock that Solgaleo out, and he could just retreat, attack with Attack Purge again, and again I wouldn't be able to attack. So I don't know what was going on. Maybe he was thinking that I would be able to power up my Scizor with abilities so I can just, you know, knock him out. But very, very good deck list from my opponent. That Jirachi deck list was really, really good. What else to say about it? Anyways, there is the deck list I used in today's video. I hope you like it. Make sure to consider subscribing to the channel if you already didn't. 4 Scythers, 3 Scizor GX, 1 Scizor with Exoskeleton with that special blow attack that can only hit for 60. I mean, he didn't have any special energy attached. 2 Dedines, Jirachis, ×3 to Lucario&Melmetal with that heavy impact full metal ball. 4 setup and Pokemon Search, 4 Cherish Ball, 4 Quick Ball, then 4 Custom Catcher, 1 Great Catcher, 4 Metal Saucers, in addition to that 4 Switch, 2 Chaotic Swells, 2 Escape Boards, 2 copies of Metal Fry Pan, and then for the draw support 2 Marnies, 4 Researches, and also for heal 2 Mellow and Lanas, and 10 regular metal energy cards. That's the deck list that I used in today's video. Make sure to hit the thumbs up, subscribe to the channel if you already did. Thank you for your time, thanks for the watching. Stay tuned for more future videos. Until the next time, have a nice day and goodbye.